Hello and welcome everyone to the CGL Tier 3 quarterfinal of Xbox One in our multi-tier tournament. We got Danny Defeato, the #1 seed, taking on Darkness eSports, the Taken, the 6th seed. I'm Basic, joined here by Ocean. Take it away, buddy. Super stoked for this match. Hello, everyone. You can hear me, but apparently you can't hear Ocean, which is interesting. One sec, let me sort this out. Well, not now they can hear me. Let's get this sorted out real quick.
Are we live?
I'm not entirely sure if we should be. I think the big thing was that I never swapped the transition over. So hopefully we are live. We'll be able to hear people tell us that we're live, or at least we're talking. I'm pretty sure I fixed it. Basic the technological wizard, but we'll find out soon enough. 60 seconds, but the focus right now is on the game rather than the commentary, obviously. In case you're just now hearing us for the first time around, I'm Basic, joined here by Ocean. And yeah, had some early audio technical difficulties, but we should be good now. On with Schmidt, as he's already 25 to that Dragon Blade. 3:30 on the clock as Defeato continues to push. This dive from Darkness, they're still kind of hesitant to take this fight. Now Crazy Joe does just decide to jump in. He's getting focused down. Nice support from Burr, though, on that Mercy. Signature hero for him. Cyclops Destroy again the kill on that Immortality field. So still a 6v6 going out. Burr with the support on Joe, and Major Nova with a huge early pick. Winston jumping to the backlines, though. Sci-Fan guy trying to find get some sneaky kills. Speaking of that, in a pickle, going to take out Venom Andrew, but a nice pin by Joe coming through. And he's still alive. He's still oh, never mind, Pickles. To contradict that, and the Graviton gets eaten by 7 Maples. That is big for Darkness. That is a clutch play that they absolutely needed there. Nova building that up super darn quick. And apparently we're loud now, but that's cool. At least we got some sound as Austin Trox, little bit of a BM there, takes out Venom Andrew as that Mercy. But yeah, a little bit of a back off from Danny Defeato's Darkness eSports. They hold super strong with this dive composition, and they have some stuff to work with for next fight.
Yeah, 7 Maples was the hero there with that Graviton Surge E on the Diva. She was up to that self-destruct as well in a pickle with the Dragon Blade. Dragon Blades on either side as Schmidt has on as well. Those portal ultimates on life for Danny Defeato. That's what we're going to be looking at this fight. They can split them and use this well to get point time.
Woo! Alright, hopefully I'm not as loud anymore. Hopefully we got everything fixed up. Map 1, this is fantastic. Great start, obviously. It's been a great start, though. Schmidt going to try to lead this fight in with a nice little Dragon Blade. I'm wondering if Burr will give him the support that he needs as that Mercy. I mean, Schmidt spots the 3 up top, and they go for the Valkyrie early. And a Pickle still doing some nice work in the back. And here's the Tag Visor actually by Slump, and a self-destruct thrown in the back. Is actually going to find 2. That is huge by 7 Maples. Takes out Schmidt and Nova, and Andrew getting dropped by the Tag Visor. Now the Monkey pushing up, looking for these last 3 frags. He's probably going to get him the 2 supports, and Crazy Joe just struggling to stay alive at this point, moving super far back in their spawn. A minute 30 on the clock here. And man, it's looking tough for Danny Defeato, map 1.
Crazy Joe actually opened the fight with a really smart play on the Reinhardt. He shattered 2 of the members of Darkness eSports out of the Immortality field, and then took down at least one of them. However, Danny Defeato do have an easy ultimate advantage in this fight. Let's see if they can use it to their advantage.
Yeah, they didn't invest too much in that last one, so now they're going to roll with it. But on the opposition, we have a Matrix coming out. There's a Blade as well. Nice sound barrier. Not going to save Major Nova, though. Schmidt's still waiting on this Blade. They do get the res through from Burr. That's big for them. So I'll see if Venom Andrew can get some nice shots. And we see a Val come in from the other side as well. And Crazy Joe, main tank going down early is not what you want. A nice eat as well. The D-Matrix from Maples still proving powerful. Stops the Deadeye right in its tracks. Can he get this final shot? Andrew not quite able to connect. Stun Slump over the top, though. That's a big pick on the Soldier. Now they're looking to find their frags in the middle of the card. Another amplification Matrix from Panther. He opened up this fight with it, and now he's going to close it out with one as well. Outnumbering them is Danny Defeato's. They pick up these last straggling frags. Some stroke throw in the back. That's big. That finds Nova. It's going to force the Shatter to come out from Crazy Joe. Questionable decision by that main tank. An attack visor over the top as well by Slump, and a Genji to kind of contest him. Can he find the frag? That's Schmied getting it done. Actually, Andrew comes in with the final blow as the McCree. Working up yet another Deadeye for this fight, and still just the frags coming through for Defeato. They're getting it done. The contestation coming through, but finally caught short as Panther and Pickle get dropped by the sharpshooter himself, Venom Andrew. Finally, the checkpoint will be hit. 2:30 added to the clock for Danny Defeato.
Yeah, Burr is actually the real hero of that fight, and the Mercy was giving so much support to the rest of his team, and able to use DPS to pick up the frag. And you can see him, so many assists into kill from that Mercy. Very well played. Picked up Bray in the end of that last fight. Very, very well played from Danny Defeato.
Yes, indeed. Now, looking into this next fight, they still have that ult advantage like you're talking about. The Dragon Blade, the Sound Barrier as well, which was used to counter Pickle's Dragon Blade last time around. Nice little deflect there as well from Pickle. Get some nice poke and some free ult charge in there. Why the heck not, my friend? And now Deadeye in the hands of Venom Andrew. A nice little back flank coming out from Darkness. Give their Baptiste some range to work with, but Panther's all the way out there on his own. Gets caught by Andrew. But Andrew might trade his life for it. He's, yep, in a pickle, just comes in, slashing and dashing, taking out that McCree. There's the Graviton, paired with the Dragon Blade. Can Schmied stay alive long enough? He finds two already. His sights change to the Winston. Primal Rage Monkey getting dangerously low as well, sitting in the middle. Is going to get taken out. Nice 3K for Schmied. He also gets some deflect damage through on the Tracer. Slump sitting on the side, taken out by Cyclops. 120 on the clock. Defeato do clutch it out here. They're going to continue to move through point B.
I have a suspicion there's a goat swap coming on the other side for Darkness eSports. I actually respect that switch a lot because it enables them just to pick a target speed on it. Probably going to be the Genji or the McCree first, likely because of the
that was tough.
He does get out though.
Yeah, he does. Barely escape with his life, so they're going to regroup here. But yeah, a little bit of a break in the fight. Never mind. Deadeye coming over the top. Yeah, right as that happens, Venom Andrew getting instantly deleted by In a Pickle. Fantastically done by that Diva to dive in with the Matrix. Now he's going to set his sights on Schmied. Just jumping on this Pharah. Does dip out. Nice support from the Team Discord thrown into the Pharah as well. And they're just going to go aggressive with it. Andrew actually switching over to the Reaper for the remainder of this fight to kind of counter the goats that we're seeing out of Darkness eSports. 2 minutes, though, still for Danny Defeato to get this rolling. I think they're ready to get this fight underway already. Schmied on the Pharah, getting in some nice poke shots. Still doing a crazy amount of damage as this projectile DPS player for this squad. Can he find an early pick? That's going to really open it up for the team. Already 75 to that barrage. In a Pickle trying to dive, get those frags, and a nice slam coming down Transcendence from the other side, though. Panther well timed to counter that out. But a barrage built up for Schmied. He sees pretty much all of them. He is going to have to back off with the pressure. Panther clutching with the Transcendence and then with the shots. Taking out Schmied, and a Sound Barrier from Trux is going to let them push up here. Sound Barrier from the other side on Cyclops might have been a missed investment. Questionable Sound Barrier. They will make it out with their lives, but that might come back to bite them, as I think they knew that Sound Barrier earlier. But nice Graviton surge. They're going to throw the barrage over the top. Oh, the Panther shuts him down. The Zenyatta, are you kidding me? Gonna completely take that out there. Crazy Joe gonna make him pay for it though. Oh, that's gonna be self-destruct. Can they get the stun through? Not quite. Cyclops destroyed though. The rest of them falling simply from the team focus coming through. And the rest of them are gonna get backed up. They're kind of playing this corridor. Danny Defeato, 50 seconds remaining for them to put this one together.
I think Danny Defeato are suffering from a lack of patience. They haven't really took time to really regroup. Hyper and Nova kind of just threw that Graviton Surgeon. Expected speed. She was quite far away from the Graviton Surgeon to get that barrage damage. And also, see Panther has been popping up on that Zenyatta. I think he's killed Speed 2 times in the last 2 fights.
Yeah, and another Transcendence too. That's a big thing to point out. He's going to need that in this fight, as Crazy Joe has that Earth Shatter to work with. It comes down and gets blocked. Sci-Fan, well done. That might counter some aggression, but 7 Maples getting dropped is going to change that story. Sound Barrier forced out from the other side, and Schmied just doing some Schmied things. Everybody caught in that grab, and the barrage comes down. No Transcendence to save him. Schmied finds 3 with the help of Major Nova. Hunting down In a Pickle is going to take him out. Nice little 4K for that Pharah, 5 seconds, and we saw this exact same thing happen from Darkness. Can Danny Defeato execute the exact same way to force this overtime 3-point? Nice little
big bubble from Nova.
Oh, actually Andrew comes in with the Death Blossom, but they all walk through too quickly. Shatter coming down, gets taken out though. Sci-Fan guy not going to get much from that. Graviton Surge though finds 3. Will the damage come through? Nice sustain coming out from Danny Defeato. Crazy Joe just swinging around. Schmied just spamming in those rockets. More frags coming through. Just a contestation. Just a last-ditch effort coming out from Darkness. Not many of them there to touch. Hammond getting boofed off to the side and then taken out by Major X Nova. Doomfist coming in. Still a stall from Darkness. I mean, it will be short-lived as Cyclops Destroy gets that final frag. Lucio touching Austin Trucks in the nick of time. Gets taken out by Venom Andrew, and a Graviton on the side. Finally gonna do it. Round 2 complete. Both teams, exact same story for both sides. Getting 3 points in overtime.
Yeah, I think the problem for Defeato there and why they got held up on that last point is because they weren't playing with any patience. They were kind of just going in trying to force themselves to win the fight quickly because they seemed in a little bit of a slump. No pun intended. Slump, by the way, is on the other team for Darkness eSports. But they seemed very impatient. But once they finally grouped up and then Schmidt managed to find an early pick in that fight, they looked really good. And then Schmidt managed to pop up another barrage. And yeah, they managed to sail on through. Very well played from Danny Defeato. But also very well played from both teams. Yeah, Z Panther on the other side looks really, really good on this Zenyatta. And the Baptiste we saw earlier in the series, he was using his immortality fields really, really well. That's going to be really interesting to see who takes this. Both teams a minute on the clock.
Yes, indeed. Mirror matchups from both sides here. 30 seconds till we see our offense come through. That's Darkness eSports now. Going to get their second shot at attacking here in round 3. A minute for them to do it, and I think they're going to run a similar sort of thing, but right now I want to highlight the defense. We got Venom Andrew on the Junkrat, Schmidt on the Hanzo, Major Nova and Crazy Joe on the Zarya and the Reinhardt, Burr and Cyclops on the Mercy and Lucio. We've seen that support do the whole time. We've seen that tank do it the whole time. The news story here is the DPS. Very interesting, Ocean. What are you expecting to see as we start this one up?
I think they were expecting the bunker coming out of the side of Darkness eSports, so they ran these double projectile to kind of just tear down the Arrested Shield immediately, and maybe get a couple lucky shots in the immortality field. I think that's the logic between those picks.
Yeah, and this is a cool little position here by Venom Andrew. He's just going to spam through, but he's greeted by a Bastion. Oh, he got down pretty low. Burr not so lucky either.
That's how you want to lose.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that main support early. Venom Andrew trying to find a Mercy of his own to counter that one up. But now he's stuck in this backlines. No main healer for this Defeato squad, as now they're going to push down right into the barrier. Nice pull coming through from Sci-Fan. They're all just going to take some free damage from In a Pickle, who's just at the shooting range right now, taking out Nova and helping on the kill on Andrew too. Stuck in a trap, but it shouldn't really matter. Still some time for Defeato to regroup here. Schmidt actually gets pulled out. Nice shot on the slump. That's big, and he throws a Dragon Strike
as well.
Oh, Schmidt just lobs it through. He finds Austin. Are you kidding me, Schmidt? Those are 2 big frags. Now all they got to do is change onto Pickle here. Venom Andrew's going to be the guy to do that. Lobbing in some shots from the top. Takes out the immortality field. In a Pickle just sitting there. Has that tank to work with. Soundbreak from the other side. Here comes In a Pickle trying to get some frags. Trying to be the hero for his team. But the sound barrier is just too much. Support from Austin Trucks, but no frags. Here comes a Riptide from Venom Andrew over the top. It does find Pickle, and no checkpoint yet for Darkness now. As they're trying to take the slam coming down from Crazy Joe. Takes out Z Panther. Res onto the Bastion, but not very many left. Slump, by the way, is probably their only hope here on that Tracer. Caught in the grab. Caught out of the fight. Round 3 complete. Almost a full point, but not quite for Darkness eSports, the Taken.
I have done funded by Hartwell. Schmidt was able to gets a pick. I don't even know how he got that pick early on in the fight, and then he uses the Dragon Strike on the point, which we expected to enable space for his tanks to actually go and touch the point. He actually gets a kill as well with it onto the Mercy, I believe it was. Fantastic play from Schmidt. But Darkness eSports, that's still very impressive. They got to the end of point A with only 1 minute on the clock. This could go to either side still. Yeah,
100%. Darkness eSports looking in a decent position to hold this. I think if you're Danny Defeato, you got to win this first fight to have that ultimate advantage, to have that other advantage. You know, they need the momentum to get it done. So Darkness eSports, you're really looking at this first fight to get the bread, to get the dub. And so to do that, they're going to run Venom Andrew on the Pharah, Schmidt on the Sombra there. And the rest of it's just Danny Defeato. I mean, we've seen it mentioned in the chat. We got the Ryan Zarya. We got the Mercy Lucio. That's the Danny Defeato special. Looking at the other side, though, we got Ocean's favorite. We got some goats, and they are running to an interesting spot here, Ocean. Run me through what we're about to see from this interesting strat from Darkness.
This is a strategy you usually see on Rialto, and usually use with some Elon's comment. So they're going to hide here in this nifty spot. They're going to wait for Danny Defeato to take point presence, and they're going to change it so that they are the attackers on the defenders of Danny Defeato's side.
So see how they pull this off as they're just waiting. Danny Defeato kind of confused, and they just walk through. Here they go, right on top of the payload. No progress made so far. This could be a big fight for Darkness, but Danny Defeato, smartly, they back up. They're waiting. They're playing behind their Rhine Shield now. A little bit split as the Pharah over the top there. Venom Andrew just trying to get some going, and Crazy Joe, big pick early onto the Rhine, winning that duel, and he finds the Brigida as well, supporting the team so dang nicely. Danny Defeato are going to protect their main tank, allow him to get some frags. Major Nova in there as well with some kills. And 30 seconds progress. Payload's starting to move for Danny Defeato. Here we go. Last fight territory for this map.
That graviton surge.
Oh, he's so close.
Yeah, if he gets up before the next fight, I'm pretty sure it's over unless Edapico can pull up a hero play and eat it. And even more worryingly, Shmi, if this fight draws on a bit, he can get that EMP.
Yeah, and speaking of EMPs, the hacks there. Oh, that's unlucky. Venom Andrew takes out 7 Maples. Big early pick by the Pharaoh. Graviton gets slubbed. That's 3 caught in there. Venom Andrew just able to spray, but Slub takes him down. That was a clutch kill by the Zarya. Syphan so low on the side. Will he get focused down? No! EMP comes through. This is overtime, but Danny Defeato are dying. They use the sound barrier, they invest! Major Nova, he has the health, he has the charge! Major Nova just popping off with the help of Schmidt and their Lucio. Venom Andrew joins the party as well. They take out the Hammond. Last one there. Whoa, my goodness. Danny Defeato, round 1 victors. Taking a 1-0 lead after winning Watchpoint Gibraltar.
No, Schmidt comes out again. This time with a hero EMP that picked up at least 5 members from Schmidt, and then Hypernova just runs through. He's just microwaving the rest of Darkness eSports. Once that EMP goes through, whoa! They managed to turn that fight around. Very, very impressive Defeato. We got a hell of a game. You should never, ever turn off your screen. This is amazing. Don't go anywhere.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're going to throw it to an intermission here real shortly as we get some other stuff figured out, all these technical difficulties play with. Thank you for bearing with us. But yeah, that's Danny Defeato, 1-0 after an incredible first map. Anybody's game here. That was super close. Came down to the final fight. You do not want to go away. You do not want to miss the rest of the action. Hello everyone, my name is Basic. I'm joined here by Ocean. In case you're just tuning in, CGL Diamond Xbox One quarterfinal matchup between Danny Defeato and Darkness the Taken, the 1 seed and the 6 seed. Ocean, run me through everything we just saw, everything we're about to see. It was just absolutely insane.
We saw an enthralling map of Watchpoint Gibraltar. We saw Danny Defeato and Darkness the Taken both take all 3 points in Gibraltar in overtime. Then we saw some compelling last team fights near the end of Point A. But Danny Defeato ultimately took the victory on Gibraltar, meaning that they are 1-0 up in the series and a step closer to the NA Tier 3 multi-tiered tournament semi-final. Next up is Oasis, our control map in this series. Let's get ready to go.
We rolling into it right now. Very, very exciting stuff. We got Oasis coming at you. Ocean, what do you think the compositions are going to look like rolling into this map?
It really depends. If we're on Oasis University to start off, we'll probably see some GOATS composition. We're on City Center, I'd like to see some triple DPS. And if we're on the traditional gardens, I think we're going to see like a Farah McCree composition, which like, we are on Oasis Gardens. So I expect to see some Farah McCree.
Yep, so here we go, rolling into it. We got Control coming up. Danny Defeato in just the last moments of that last Watchpoint Gibraltar match. That was an incredible map one. So excited for the rest of this series. I mean, hope you guys are here. I'm thinking we're going to be in this one for the long haul. It's going to be an incredible matchup between these two squads. 10 seconds till they're going to show their lineups going into map one. Woo, here we go. Super hyped, baby. Woo!
Woo!
All right.
I felt that to match the enthusiasm.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Now, these are great teams, you know, the 1 seed and the 6 seed. And obviously our Diamond tier, one of the most populated tiers. Really awesome stuff. And Defeato look like they're doing a little dance here. They keep the peace, apparently.
I was looking in the other spawn.
What was going on in the other spawn? Doing the same little dance, or are they just chilling?
They're just chilling, nothing else.
Alright, well, they're not going to be chilling here in 3 seconds. As the gates are going to open, all hell is going to break loose. You already know what's going to happen. These two teams so evenly matched. This is going to be a great control round. We're on with the Venom Andrew right off the bat, just trying to spam in some shots. Gets Z-Panther low, actually finds Eli. So much damage coming in on that main tank early. He finds Z-Panther as well. Danny Defeato play the attention game, play the focus game so well. It works out perfectly for him. They run through him instantly. Still 10 seconds before that control point unlocks. That was a very, very quick opening team fight.
Okay, so by the way, it's going to switch over to the McCree to try and deal with that pharmacy combination with Burr and Venom Andrew. But look at Venom Andrew's ult percentage. That might not even matter with the next fight. He's almost put that barrage up already. Look at all the other ult percentages in the lobby. Nothing is above about 30%. So very impressive for Venom Andrew to be about 90.
Yeah, he's flanking. He's ready to just go like an assassin onto it. He sees all of them lined up. He just goes for it, finds one, and the team backs him up. 2 down already, though. 7 Maples kind of taking this fight into his own hands, finding quite a few on the side there, including Venom Andrew. Still a totally winnable fight for Darkness as they move it over to the point. Major Nova, with the help of a couple supports, still trying to change that story. 92 to that grab. He might be able to get it as this fight is now breaking loose. Still no support from Danny Defeato as they're now on respawns. But a full regroup for Darkness is now going to force Crazy Joe to just pin in. Oh my goodness, what a gutsy play. He's 19 health. He's going to get traded out. But Genesis getting dropped. No D-Mech, no D-Matrix. I think with this sound barrier, we're going to see Nova just lob a Graviton Surge at him. He's just going to walk forward. He goes for it right there. Gets the Reinhardt, the Lucio, and more to join him. That's a Deadeye in the back, though, by Slump. Can that clutch up? He does. He finds 2. Slump with the 3K. That is big. That's going to put the nail in the coffin here as Bird gets dropped by Breach. The support duel being won by the Lucio there. 58's where it's going to stop for Danny Defeato as now it flips over to Darkness.
It looked like Danny Defeato had lost that fight very early on. However, they managed to stall a lot of progress and actually forced a couple of ultimates out of the side of Darkness. However, they did invest their Graviton Surge and their support ultimates. However, they are actually still looking at a very even fight to ultimates next fight, so we'll see who can take it on top.
Oh, there's the MP with the slam. Oh my goodness, I hope you buy your tickets because that was a super slam, baby. But no follow-up damage coming through is the problem. And actually, Schmidt gets taken out, and the slam comes from the other side. Burr getting dropped by Panther after being thrown onto the ground. What a great retaliation from Darkness. They play the game well. EMP not quite useful enough from Danny Defeato, and it's going to remain in favor of Darkness eSports the Taken.
Yeah, Danny Defeato definitely built their tickets for the long way around. when they didn't really get the most value out of that EMP.
Oh, no way Venom Andrew
imagine
sneaks in. No way he snuck in and got that shot. That is so huge for them early on. He's got his Dragon Stork with here, too. Trying to thrust on the wall. It doesn't quite work like that, Andrew. And now he's going to receive a stun, a flashbang from Slump. That is unfortunate there, but Cyclops destroys, trades it out, finds the main tank. No Reinhardt's in this fight. Coalescence being brought up from the other side. That's Z-Panther and a self-destruct as well, thrown by Xeno. No frags as of right now, but Panther trying to find some with this Coalescence. Saber getting stunned out. Slump is popping off this map. Are you kidding me? This McCree is just going sicko mode right now. Has that Deadeye yet again to work with for this last fight. Holy cow. Here we go. Flank Deadeye coming out from Slump to lead up to this next fight.
Whoa! That's a lot of gifted
Munching Carrot. We will address those here in a second. I gotta see this last team fight come through as Danny Defeato run through the side. We have the Deadeye in the back. All they gotta do is take down that Rhine shield, and they have open range for their McCree. There's a Graviton that's being popped, but Deadeye in the back. He spots Bird. Doesn't find the frag, though. Early kill actually goes for Darkness. Genesis Breach finds Venom Andrew, and a blade being popped by Schmidt. He is solo, gets traded out by the soldier, popping off. 7 Maples still uncontested on the high ground. Finally drops down to join the party. Still anybody's fighters, and Andrew throws the dragons from spawn. It's resulted to that for this Defeato squad. They're just in desperation hours. They gotta get this contest through. 7 Maples with attack buzzer now in the middle of the point. Uncontested, has Burr in his sights, gets the frag. Schmidt as well, having to use that deflect, and Andrew backs him up. That's teamwork right there between that dynamic DPS duo. Avenging his teammate there, taking out 7 Maples. And those frags by the Hanzo might be enough to turn the tide here, as now the Reinhardt Eli is going to have to back up with the pressure coming out from Danny Defeato.
Not only did Danny Defeato manage to retake the point, they managed to force at least 2 or 3 ults out of the side of Darkness eSports, putting them in a great position to take the rest of this point. Fantastic play. They also get Eli very early on. Very unfortunate if you are the side of Darkness eSports. I also want to see if they get that Graviton Surge early this fight, and then hopefully build the rest of the ultimates from that, and then use the rest of the ult economy from there. I think that's what Danny Defeato are going to use here.
Yeah, and I'm thinking all eyes on Xeno here. Chance to eat that Graviton Surge. Sees Nova sitting over there, waiting. A well-timed D-Matrix. Actually just going to lob out this self-destruct. Now this could be huge. Not quite going to find frags, but now the Sound Barrier comes out from the other side. Graviton in retaliation. Sound Barrier over the top. Everybody caught in these ultimates. Everything being thrown. 99% now. This is overtime. This is for the first match, and it gets taken out. The charge from Eli gets interrupted by Crazy Joe's Shatter. Insane timing by Defeato. Schmidt coming in with the Dragon Blade as well. Right on top of the soldier. Takes out Maples. Moves to the supports. Takes out Panther. Takes out Xeno. Schmidt with the Hero Blade to take it over. Danny Defeato 1-0 lead after a super close round.
Wow, Schmidt again popping up in the last fight. I think that's just his thing. He just kind of just plays the game, kind of just looks at his controller for a little bit, and then, oh yeah, I have an ultimate. It's the last team fight. Let me just kill 4 real quick. That's just Schmidt's thing. Fantastic play from the Danny Defeato DPS player. Hey, one person we have to address on the other side. It was Slump, by the way, where he stunned the Lucio and the Mercy, stunning the Lucio out of the Sound Barrier, with the Lucio being Cyclops, very important. And also, I'm super excited. Where is he, the Venom Andrew Doomfist? On our way to the city center.
Something else that's exciting. Munching Carrot. Let's go! The 7 tier 1 subs gifted to CGL community. Thank you very much for the support. Much appreciated. Everything helps us out. So again, your contributions obviously do not go unnoticed. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you, Munching Carrot. And here we go. Venom Andrew going super gutsy. Oh, he's going to have to dip out. He might get focused too. Huge mobility coming out. Yep, that's going to make him pay for it. 7 Maples. Nice last second Helix Rocket to take out that Doom. Venom Andrew is going to get rezzed up though. 6v6 still totally possible here. Winnable by Defeato. And oh, Andrew jumps right on the soldier, gets the return kill, gets his revenge, and he finds Eli as well. Just walking to the point, this Doomfist. This is a nice little trick from Danny Defeato. We haven't seen him run this Doomfist very much in the past, but it's working for him now as they early flip the point.
Yeah, very good play from both DPS players on the side of Defeato, apart from that little slip up from Overwatch at the start. But anyways, I want to know what team you are supporting. If you're supporting Darkness eSports, spam those trees to help E, and if you're supporting Danny Defeato, I want to see the Doritos in the chat.
100%. We got a ton of hype people in this chat right now. 81 viewers. This is a fantastic game so far. Crazy Joe dangerously low, goes down with the Shatter though. He's got support from Burr. How low is this guy going to go before he gets dropped? He should play some Limbo. Slump, by the way, going to take him out, but the full retaliation from Danny Defeato. They find 4 after dropping that main tank. I'm not even sure how they did that. But yeah, Zeno just going to jump off to get that reset. Andrew actually going to do a little pump fake. They're trying to get that spawn kill, spamming that voice line, and they say, you know what they say, 43% and counting for Danny Defeato as they continue to hold this dominant push.
They didn't even use too many ultimates. They didn't do a Graviton Surge or either of their support ultimates, which means they still have 3 very impactful ultimates left in the tank for the next fight. Nothing too much on the line here for the side of Darkness eSports either way.
Yeah, so that's going to be opened up with a big Valkyrie by Burr. The self-destruct isn't going to find much due to the mobility, and that's a grab popped by Nova. They use a Sound Barrier to start pushing up too. Danny Defeato is so ruthless with these ultimates, leading to a couple frags. Maple's not quite making the hurdle. Gonna get dropped by Venom Andrew with a nice little 4K there, actually 3 with the Diva mech. 75% though, still popping off. This Doomfist is perfect for Danny Defeato.
I think we see a good switch coming out for the side of Darkness eSports. Should that might keep something on Tracer? I think they already keep stuff on the Tracer. But anyways, Venom Andrew, I talked about it at the top, and having to keep telling you what to think. He is popping off of that dude. He has to start recognition. He's just going ballsy here. He has got the meteor strike to get out though.
He's gonna catch him right. He doesn't even go out with it. He jumps in with it. He takes out 7 Maples. He punches Genesis single-handedly in the back. Venom Andrew finding 2 Panther. Finally, the support gonna catch that over-aggressive Doomfist there. Shatter coming down from Crazy Joe. All the damage was done by Venom Andrew right at the beginning. Crazy Joe eating a pulse bomb. Not enough damage to get that frag. Now Blade being popped by Schmidt. On the mortar in the back. Takes out Z Panther. Moves to the middle. Sees that Tracer. Takes him out as well. 2K, 4 to the Genji. We're going to see Lucio contesting around the side, maybe taken out, I'm not sure. Nice contention coming through from Genesis, finally shot down by Nova, and a nice boop. That's going to seal the deal. Danny Defeato, so dominant after the second point on Oasis. Going to give themselves a 2-0 lead in this series.
Yeah, fantastic DPS play from Danny Defeato, really showcasing that Tier 3 is not just like bad Overwatch, it's not Tier 5, you know, it's fantastic play coming from these two players. I play Tier 3, so I mean, I can say what I want. But anyways, I want to actually credit again the supports of Danny Defeato. They were really good. They were very well disciplined with their ultimates and didn't really overcommit to anything. And they gave Venom Andrew and Schmidt the support they needed to pop off, needed to get those picks, and needed to light up the kill feed. Fantastic play from the sports there. But Darkness eSports as well, they had some very positive moments still in that match. They didn't really get too much percentage on. So it's definitely still possible they can come back in this series. Don't go anywhere. Our next map is Paris.
Indeed, going up on Paris. If Danny Defeato can clutch it out and get the 3-0, they are going to get the bread. They're going to walk away with this dub. But we'll just have to find out how that's going to play out right after this break. Do not go away. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and hopefully a little less loud. I'm Basic, joined here by Ocean, in case you're just tuning in. CGL Diamond Xbox One quarterfinal. Danny Defeato taking on Darkness eSports. The Taken. So far, 2-0 scoreline for Danny Defeato, but it's been pretty dang close throughout. I mean, aside from that last round on Oasis, it's really anybody's game. Went down to the final fight in 2 instances. Ocean, I want to hear your thoughts going in this next map.
We have Paris, which is a very... Oh god, I can hear myself very large. But it's okay. We have Paris. It's a very interesting map because you always see a lot of full holds because you see that bunker comp, which is very difficult to break because of the early choke, which is very difficult to break because it's very thin. And you can kind of spam into it very well, and it's hard to get past. There is a lot of ways you can deal with it because you can have the triple DPS coming sort of go over the top and come from loads of different angles, and then also you have the option of going with first Sombra, sticky back cap, and you also have the idea of a symmetric teleporter, which I quite like. That's what I hope to see from either team.
Oh yeah, we saw that yesterday. Oh man, the great back cap, the block off with the Maywall. I don't know if any teams are going to roll with it here. It really only works if you're trying to get a tick or two. Oh, we saw like, what, 42.9 last time around. I won't be up for a full cap, obviously. But that's what teams are going to be looking for here. We got Danny Defeato. They're not going to be on offense. They're going to be looking for those 2 capture points. Again, I think the first choke, this main thing, is the hardest part to get through. Darkness eSports is going to be in a decent position to get a full hold, so let's see how that plays out as we're jumping in game now.
Yeah, just a reminder that quickly, the winner of this game will play C4 Overwatch in the semifinals of the They took on Apollo 3-2 after 6 maps a couple of days ago. I think that was on Easter Sunday. Fantastic game that was. So this is going to be a stoked to set up. Whoever wins is going to play C4, and it's going to be a very well set up semi-final.
Ought to be a super dope, super intense semi-final, 100%. Just getting this last
Is
stuff
this double main tank coming
set
out
up.
from
Quite possibly, yeah. Ocean, run us through it, man.
Actually, I don't know. I think they might be showing us. Schmidt's on the Torbjorn. And Burr's on the Bash. I think they're lying to us. But anyways, on the defense, we have a traditional bunker comp, the Soldier 76, the Diva, and the Orisa. Diva, of course, instead of the Roadhog, to provide a little bit more defensive stability with that defense matrix. And of course, you have the Baptiste with the Immortality field and the Mercy with the Resurrect abilities. That's the reason you pick those 2 supports. Of course, the Orisa for that shield for the Bastion. And the 7 Maples is probably playing Soldier 76 in case there's a triple DPS comp on the other side to deal with a Pharmacy.
Here we go. Got those logos all set up, all looking nice and fancy. Maple's just spraying out. You'd think he's just spazzing out. No, he's looking for the Sombra. They predicted Venom Andrew gonna be on that sneaky hacker here. 7 Maple's just looking, trying to find that Sombra quite possibly. Actually, Venom Andrew shows himself. Very interesting strategy. And yeah, the double main tank to try to survive this Bastion spray. They have the Baptiste in there as well, like Ocean was mentioning. They're running a Bastion of their own here in Schmidt. See if he can out-damage the damage dealers on the other side. The problem is high ground. How are they going to approach that? Just waiting for their shields to charge up right now. As Crazy Joe, Major Nova just kind of sitting there on the side.
Yeah, kind of just patience from Danny Defeato. I like this. You have got the double double shield tank, and you also have. They're just waiting for a hack from Venom Andrew. That's why they were being so patient. They have already taken out the Immortality field for the side of Danny Defeato. Joe's also going to die. However, they're going to try it back up.
Yeah, that was Slump. That was huge to find Crazy... to find Crazy Joe. They kind of split the attention there. Joe gets rezzed up, though, and Slump is forced to use the tank configuration, just spraying onto that shield, just pounding it further. And he's just keep going with that damage boost, too. No frags yet, but does force Schmidt to back up, wait for some healing. And still, we haven't even had a real fight go out yet. Just these teams trading Bastions back and forth. Welcome to Paris, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is what you come to Paris to see. You don't come to see the Apple Tower. You keep see some bunker on bunker action. That's what you want to see when you go to Paris.
I just can't believe this. This is crazy. There we go. They throw out the damage. This is what they're waiting for. They take out Slump. They take out the Immortality field, but the res comes through in time. But still damage. Schmidt not giving up. Takes out 7 Maples, and now they move their fight over to the objective, but still set up in the back. Slump, by the way, is in there melting down the shield, but now it's Schmidt's turn to pop off with that configuration tank. Takes out Genesis, that's big. Now sees the Diva over on the side with the Matrix. Gonna survive for a while, but not long enough. Takes out the barrier, the Bongo rather, and Eli soon to fall by Crazy Joe, the tank counterpart. And they do the impossible. Danny Defeato pushes through point A as soon as they take out that Bastion. There they go. little bit of tactical crouching as well to kind of add on to it. Yep. Yeah, that's going to do it there for point A.
I actually really like this competition from Defeato. It's very patient. They kind of just waited until application matrix was online because they knew they then had the power to break that barrier. Then imagine you're already getting the hack on Eli there. He's just going to get out of there afterwards, not able to secure a kill.
So now we're going to see Crazy Joe, Earth Shatter in hand, one of the three ultimates rather, I can't count, on the field going out for this next fight. Venom Andrew will probably have that EMP to work with as well. Genesis Xeno, going to try to use that self-destruct though, going into this next fight, maybe get a big 6k, make Ocean Knight flip out a little bit. That'd be fun to see, but at the same time, we'd love to see Defeato possibly steamroll it if they can get this Shatter to connect. It's all on Crazy Joe here. Genesis in the back, tank counterpart, ready to kind of lob it over, looking for that Somber, knows the MP is coming. That's Andrew right over the top, uses the Translocator to go for it. There's the Shatter that comes down as well. Everybody kind of caught on the side. Major Nova taking down that Immortality field. Here's the self-destruct, lob over the top. Joe, with just a sliver of a shield left, does get the block, saves the 3k from happening. Almost well aimed by Xeno there. It almost gets 3. But still, now we got Defeato. They still got 6 up, ready to go for this Valkyrie as well with the damage boost. Joe just swinging in with a barrier. They hack Eli. They're going to try to focus him down, but it's actually Crazy Joe that goes too far. Major Nova now taking the other Rhine out of the equation. Res comes through. Sneaky Burr. Oh, Burr mercy. He's going to get that res now. Defeato with the advantage despite dropping their main tank early. With that resurrection, they're now taking the 65. Brilliant, and actually Slump, by the way, is going to make that less brilliant as Crazy Joe gets taken out for the second time in this fight. That's going to be tough for them to block that Shatter with the main tank down. Comes down, Eli giving them the big stick there. That's going to be the rest of the frags coming through as they push up. Ryan a little too aggressive, but the rest of his team is going to back him up. Eli with a nice slam to save the day.
Yeah. The Wicked next fight. Oh, what a boot from Seven Maples.
Oh, later have a nice swim, Cyclops. Nice one, Maples.
I'm pretty sure he was quite good at swimming. But anyways, he's pretty athletic. He must be good at swimming. But anyways, next fight, the Wicked is just going to be getting rid of that Immortality field from Steve Panther because you have that Graviton Surge and Dragon Strike combination as well as the EMP. So actually maybe just hacking the Baptiste so they cannot use that Immortality field might be the option.
And so Nova has that Graviton Surge. So does Slump. Pretty even for the most part for these both sides. Keep in mind the support holds sound barriers in play. It's going to see how they use those. There's the Graviton first, and now self-destruct thrown over the top. EMP, everything being thrown out. Oh my goodness! That was loud. That was exciting. 4K for Genesis Xeno. Precisely aimed on top of that Graviton Surge. Just drops it there. Little plop, little 4K. Maybe little, but it saved the entire fight. Completely shut down Defeato, forcing them back to the drawing board. 2:45 left for them to recollect after that one.
Yeah, they used their Gulti Bomb combination, but they also used the Amplification Matrix. Might have been a slight overcommitment, as now the ultimates on the other side are looking very good. Dragon Strike and Graviton Surge available, and the Earth Shatter as well for Joe and Burr, almost up to that crucial Valkyrie ultimate, which could help us team engage here.
Yes, indeed. The only support ultimate up right now in this game, I mean, aside from the rally that'll come up soon, is Ermagerd Burr. Oh, but the slam! That's an ultimate right there! Return slam is just as big, though! By Eli, here we go. Fight breaking out right now. Graviton Surge being popped. There's the Dragon Strike to go through it. That's a ton caught in there. Venom Andrew to spam in as well. The defense matrix, or rather the amplification matrix, not going to amplify anything as everybody's kind of out of the picture. Xeno, the last one to contest, actually doing a great job of stalling. Finally focused down there. One tick for Defeato. Might be two. The Lucio jumps on, actually. 56.6%. Stall comp coming out from Darkness. Gonna jump off with Andrew, who does have his barrage. He throws it out right there. Right into the Immortality field, actually. Maple's gonna stay alive for a while until getting dropped by Nova. Finally, Hamster, last one to make it on the Wrecking Ball, just spinning around, doing what he does best, stalling on the point. Minute 30 left. He does get taken out. Lucio can't make it. That's 2 points captured for Defeato on Paris.
Defeato looked really changed. From this first map, they looked very impatient in the first round, but now they seem very settled. They were very patient on that first point of offense with their Bastion setup, waiting for the amplification matrix so they could break the shield on the other side. And the second point, they waited till the Immortality field was out, destroyed it, and then they went with that Graviton Surge Dragon Strike combination with Schmidt and Matrix Nova popping off.
Yeah, just crazy DPS play. And Nova, beautiful grab there, set up that final kill. A couple nice shatters from Eli in that fight. Don't let those go unnoticed. Kind of stopped a lot of the pressure that came from Defeato. And obviously Xeno with that nice bomb play. You know, going with Slump.
Yeah, Giganti Bomb.
The fantastic combo paired with the Graviton Surge that led to a very nice hold by that squad. But still, minute 31 for Danny Defeato. That's more than a minute. That is big in terms of draws and such. So if we see a 2-point cap from Darkness, this could actually prove pivotal, that time bank. But they're going to have to get through point A first. And in order to do that, taking on Danny Defeato's defense right now, we got Venom Andrew on the junk. Joining him on the DPS is Schmeat V2. Major Nova and Crazy Joe, the Diva and the Orisa, and then Burr and Cyclops taking the Mercy and Baptiste. This will be an exciting little bunker hold, and by exciting I mean standard, just like we saw. But either way, we'll see who can clutch out, you know. Junkrats have a lot of fun with this, so a lot of eyes will be on Venom Andrew. Looking at the other side, we got some goats to attack this. Probably just going to speed on through. Ocean, what are your predictions heading into this first point A?
Well, this is really difficult for the defense to deal with, or sorry, the offense to deal with, because you've got the Junkrat and the Bastion spam. You kind of have to be very patient when you engage, kind of maybe wait for that Junkrat to start reloading, or the Bastion start reloading, and then have to definitely speed right through and make a decision. You cannot be patient. You cannot also decide to be very indecisive. You have to make a decision, and you have to just go. They're going to go into the PlayStation here, I believe.
Indeed, they're doing just that. They're going to walk. They have a decent shield as well, but oh, Panther, that's a huge pick by the Zenyatta to find Venom Andrew. Forces out the res. They don't push up yet, so still a 6v6, but fantastic positioning. They made it to one of the checkpoints here on Oasis, I like to call them. Now they're moving on to checkpoint 2. Immortality Field, that is huge for them to take out early. And keep in mind, Venom Andrew only 10% to that Riptire. Hasn't connected with a single mine. He's just going to jump over the top. Interesting spot from him. Now on the flank, rather. Almost gets taken out by that left trigger from the Zenyatta, but now the fight moves on to the point here. Slump, by the way, going to get the first D-Mech. That is a big kill for this offense. They have full control of the point. Major Nova getting taken down. Schmeat in the back, though. Not done doing his damage. Kind of uncontested up top. Finally, the team decides to focus him down. Z-Panther going to be the one dealing the final blow. Already 80, 96 to that Transcendence. I'm trying to keep his ult calmed up, but he just keeps building it. Trying to talk about how fast he's building it. You know, he has it. Panther is just popping off right now.
Yeah, no, but Joe, back to that Zarya ride. Traditional Danny Defeato composition is back.
That's what they did on their offense. This is Defeato, that's what they do, man. I mean, they're winning with it, so... Well, are they actually is the question. And in 6:30, going into this next fight.
They've not got back to that double projectile as well.
Yeah, so they're playing their Defeato special. They got the fair. There's a rally coming out. Tyre in the back, though. The Diva spots and each throws it. Finds the Zen. Might as well take that easy kill, especially on such a clutch player as Panther, who's been popping off throughout. Pinned by Eli into the back. Oh, met by a concussion mine. Venom Andrew going to get that frag there. Now see if he can jump on with Schmeat, as they're getting some nice damage here on these last stagger kills. Pretty much fight over for Darkness, trying to make it out there is Breach. He does just that. Res comes up onto Crazy Joe. Maybe a waste. Shouldn't really matter, as the next fight isn't going to get started for a little bit of time here.
Yeah, there's no ultimates currently online for Defeato, but they should have tier 3 online before the next fight starts. No support ultimates to point out to counteract that Zarya Graviton Surge that Slump, by the way, has. Maybe another Giganti Bomb combination coming up.
Yeah, so we got Schmeat already working their way to that barrage, but yeah, like you mentioned, look at all the ults coming out on the other side here. We saw it last round. Genesis, Xeno, Slump, by the way. Great combo. They might jump on Andrew. Oh my goodness, Genesis! And just lobs the self-destruct there just to keep the mech up. Not going to find any frags, but that was more to just get that mech back. And now a nice Graviton Surge thrown in the middle there. Schmeat has the barrage to work with, but not a lot of team to support him as 3 get dropped there. Soundberry being popped right as the barrage comes out, and Transcendence getting taken out. Oh, so well done by Darkness eSports. This tire's got to get so many, and it doesn't. Slump shutting that one down. Can anybody contest? Major Nova, you got to be fast there, my friend. Gets taken out instantly by that full charge. Zarya Slump just popping off on this point. Shatter coming down from Joe, though, is pretty big. That's big, but he's the only one there, and he's forced off. Z-Panther with a 3K to close this one out. Huge time bank advantage for Darkness eSports, the Taken.
Yeah, the only thing with that time bank advantage is this: they were very on that first point. However, this is Paris, and I think if Danny Defeato do clear up their bunker comp a little bit more, they'll be able to hold a little bit more on that first point. And this is going to be a very even map and very difficult map to call going on.
100%. Huge advantage now. Almost, I guess, 3 times the time bank right now for Darkness eSports in favor of them. So they're going to be on the defense. Just got to hold Danny Defeato for a minute 31. And correct me if I'm wrong, they didn't even finish the first whole team fight in a minute 31. I thought there were just a lot of back and forths. They were setting up with this Bastion composition. Didn't really work out for him. So, Ocean, what are you looking to see change-wise from Danny Defeato as they go for this next push?
I'm guessing triple DPS. Okay, no, they're gonna go for a Somber Forest. So what they're probably looking to do is hack either Baptiste or Bastion, and they're probably gonna hack Baptiste to try and make sure that they cannot use that immortality field. And Andrew's probably just gonna spam as much as he can. They could also of course, hack the Diva and wait out the immortality field, and then just spam with Venom Andrew on the 4, pocketed by Burr. That's probably their best bet.
It's gonna be tough, though.
I also don't see how yeah, I don't see how they're gonna get for choke with just 2 times.
Exactly, and there's the Bastion in their way. You know, this is Paris. Your Bastion sits up there with the Orisa. You have a Baptiste to get the immortality field. This is just how Paris is played, especially at this level. It's executed well. It's really hard to break. Danny Defeato gonna have to be absolutely flawless in their push here. Shield actually getting dropped early. But yeah, Slump, by the way, just sitting here able to spam over easily. Venom Andrew not trying to peek at all, but still trying to get the rockets in. Nice fire strike. Oh, what a wall. But sadly, there is still that exit to the left. So Major Nova does escape for now. Venom Andrew solo, burst solo. No kills. That was lucky by them, but nice pull by the Orisa. Has to reload, though, on the Bastion. Unlucky for them. Now we're on with Schmidt. So he's flanking around the side here, looking for that preliminary hack target. It's found by the Mei. Instantly has to back out. No hack coming through. No push allowed to follow that one up. Nice little spot here, though, for Danny Defeato. Already 60% to that shatter is Crazy Joe. Trying to shield out that Bastion. Slump, by the way, already 90%
nice hack on the Bastion
to that configuration tank. Nice hack, but are they going to push in time? Oh, Crazy Joe just walks right past him. Pins right over the top and doesn't find anybody, but it creates some space. They're all backing out to the backside of the point now. Slump finally setting up the shields behind him. Oh, that is a miscue. That is unlucky. Nice Matrix, though. Amplification damage coming through. Hack coming through from Schmidt in the back, though. Configuration tank gets shut down. Nova just absolutely clutches in that fight, takes out the Bastion. Also has a nice grab to get some damage to come through. And in the final moments, Danny Defeato find their frags. Xeno getting taken down. Nobody left to touch. An additional 30 seconds will be gifted to this squad to cap point B.
Yeah, also, look at this. The ultimates all that for Danny Defeato. They have EMP, Barrage, and Earth Shatter online. Almost a Sun Barrier as well. This could be very, very nasty. They could definitely snowball this.
They could pull this off. It'd be a shame if they didn't, actually. They have a nice advantage. It's really going to play off of how Schmidt elects to use this EMP. Probably going to use it early. If I'm Defeato, I'm shutting down Z Panther, because he's just absolutely popping off on the Zenyatta. So maybe that's going to be their early focus, but they got a touch in now about 10 seconds. Schmidt has no translocator. There's no escape for this man. He's just going to throw it out. Just throws that EMP, finds 4. Now Venom Andrew on the side, spamming on Z Panther. Actually gets a body block. Whether he knew it or not, Slump, by the way, is going to save the Zen. And now the barrage comes over the top from Venom Andrew. Nice D-Matrix over the top, though, from the Diva. Genesis Xeno putting in some great work. Allows Slump to find that frag onto Venom Andrew. Sadly, the ults don't come through for Defeato. The rest of the cleanup kills come on. Slump, by the way, is going to get those last final blows. Overtime winding down, and only a single point capture. 3-2 lead now for Danny Defeato. 4 minutes for Darkness to pull ahead.
I think that Defeato might have slightly hesitated in using their ultimates. I think that the Barrage should have been paired with the EMP right away. Instead of trying to use them as separate ultimates, try and get separate win conditions for the fight. I think they should have just went all in there. Taking a bit of a miscue from them. However, still impressive. Did you get point A with 1 minute and 31 seconds? And that means that this map could highly likely be a draw. And with the full hold nature of Paris, it's still not definitely out of the question for them to still win this map.
Yeah, and at this point, it's do or die for Darkness eSports. If they don't get this cap and then a tick, or I guess they could still pull off the draw, but they have to cap point A, or else they will not continue on in the postseason. Danny Defeato will take the 3-0 lead, and that'll pretty much be it. And so, really, it's intense for Darkness eSports. This is it. They're going to go with some goats, unless they decide to change that, but I mean, what they're going up against is Defeato actually breaking the norm. Well, not for them, but for Paris. This is the Danny Defeato special right here. This is just what they run. Pretty textbook stuff from them. They put Andrew on the Hanzo, Schmidt on the Pharah, obviously Nova and Crazy Joe on the Zarya Rein, and Burr Cyclops on the Mercy Lucio. Works well for them. They're going to continue to run it instead of going for the Bastion. See how that works out for them heading into this attack. Here we go, Ocean. Darkness eSports, got to push this point.
Yeah, I like the fact that they ordered this. They're giving their DPS players a lot of freedom with the way they run them, giving double projectile a chance because they have Burr on the Mercy, who's a very competent Mercy player and can definitely get the most out of damage amplification ability.
Yeah, so Darkness not going to have to worry about a Bastion breaking their shield early. They will have to worry about the Hanzo, but it's not nearly as quick. They're going to do the same rotation. Eli with a little bit of an early bubble gained from Slump, so now they're going to push through Panther low. And nice rotation from Defeato. They were planning for this. They knew this rotation was coming. They fall to the back, and now they're just giving some nice room for Schmidt to build up that barrage. Already 46%, also mirrored by Venom Andrews, 40% to his own Dragon Strike. And they're just continuing to melt through here. Oh, and they push through, and Venom Andrew finds him earlier. And Slump, by the way, low in the outside. Schmidt gonna take that down, gonna punish that one pretty early. Trying to find that frag on Crazy Joe, but he's got Burr right up in him. Burr's gonna get that nice healing. Nice boop over the side, not gonna find any of those. The Mercy has the mobility to deal with it. Major Nova, full charge on that Zarya for the most part, finding some frags. A nice early fight win for Danny Defeato. Can they keep this momentum? That's what it's gonna boil down to.
Yeah, but look at that. Look at the ult percentages on the side of Defeato. It's very, very in favor of them. If they can definitely use their ults to a decent economy, they could definitely take this entire map. 3 minutes putting the clock, a minute already gone from that first fight.
Yes, indeed. Now here we go, rolling with it. Venom Andrew has that Dragon Strike to work with. There he gets a nice little body shot on Z Panther as well. He's got to make it out, though, before he gets caught by that McCree. Slump, by the way, has done so much. Nice slam coming down, gets blocked for the most part. Slump, the only one caught in that one. Eli, dangerously low, actually pins up. Does he have support from his team? He's going to get focused instantly by Schmidt. Comes in with the barrage, and Andrew just throws that Dragon Strike right through. Transcendence being popped by Panther. They're not done in this fight. They're trying to make it work as they take out Joe, but nice boot on Destroy onto his Lucio counterpart. A take given to Darkness, but that might be all they get as Slump, by the way, kind of isolated on the side. Don't count Panther out, though. He does pop off before getting taken down. Bomb thrown finds Burr, but sadly nobody else there to touch the point. 36.3% is where it's going to stop. 2:30 on the clock for Darkness eSports in this map.
I think the saddening thing about Burr dying into that late bomb was just the splash afterwards when he tipped into the water. That was a bit disappointing. Anyway, Nova still has that Graviton Surge, and the Dragon Strike is all available for Venom Andrew.
They're coming back from spawn, though. They're a little delayed. Darkness eSports just jump onto the point. They have full control of this Ocean. What a great read. They knew Nova was still on the respawns after getting dropped early. They have to use the sound barrier to push through, and they throw the Dragon Strike inside of that Graviton Surge. It gets eaten! Oh, Zeno, and the Shatter comes down. They clutched out, Ocean. They found the frags. Are you kidding me right now? 4 frags for this blue squad. That's Darkness eSports. They clutch with their own slam. They guarantee themselves the draw, the ability to move forward. 2:20 on the clock. Now their next opponent is 1 tick off of point B.
Yeah, Schmidt and Crazy Joe could combine their ultimates here. It's a bit of a tiny defeated special. They use Burrow.
Oh, what a slam paired with the barrage. I don't even know if that was necessary, but it does get the kills. That's all 6 of them down. Actually, Slump does hide. He's in a spot to hide. Nooney is going to get out of there with his life. So 5 for Danny Defeato. Obviously, Slump not going to be able to 1v6, so they will back up for now. Nice little combo play by them, but they use pretty much everything they have looking for this next fight.
Yeah, they did use all their ultimates that they had remaining, and Deadeye and Transcendence, very potentially impactful ultimates, are online for the side of Darkness eSports.
Now, let's see if this Deadeye is going to be big. I want to jump on with Slump for a little bit. That was most certainly not Slump. That, my friends, is Slump. He's waiting for this flank Deadeye. Super patient out of this DPS player. So when he sees the Pharah, he's hitting. Oh! Andrew saw him. He saw him look over there through those X-ray walls. Slump has to bail out, waiting for his team to get it going. We're missing this whole team fight. We're missing this whole team fight. Slump just waiting to get this Deadeye. That's what this whole fight is playing around. They use the rally. They're going to start walking through. Here comes the Deadeye, looking for that Mercy. Takes out Burr. That's a huge early pick. They now are taking the 5v6 here, investing the micro missiles. That's Zeno taking him out. Dragon's thrown by Andrew. It's going to have to get 6, but the Transcendence is going to completely stop that. Self-destruct thrown forces the C9. Forces them off at least. Darkness taken. Oh, they get it done. 2-1 now the scoreline. Nice clutches here on Paris.
Yeah, I really like the intelligent play from Slump there. He goes around, baits Andrew sees him, so he has to go around and pretend he goes around. He stops, and then he walks back as soon as he notices the fight starts engaging, and then goes for the Deadeye, and actually catches Burr, who's mid-Valkyrie, and that's a very big pick to open up the fight.
That was a crazy bomb, by the way. That was just absolutely insane.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that was intense.
Look at old team damage done again by Schmidt.
That's
yeah,
nuts.
33%.
Yeah, that's their DPS players. Man, this is an intense one. I'm losing my voice. I gotta go get some water. I suggest all of you at home do the same because water's important for you. We're gonna throw it to a quick break real quick. Thank you for staying with us. Enjoy this nice music. I really love it too. I see you guys all in the chat. But yeah, we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to this CGL Diamond Xbox One quarterfinal super intense matchup between Danny Defeato, the 1 seed, and Darkness eSports, the Taken, the 6 seed. Got myself some water. I'm feeling hyped up, ready to go into this map 4. I hope you all got some water too. Again, I cannot stress this enough. It is super important to drink water. Nobody does it enough. Yeah, super stoked. Again, these matches have been incredible so far. Super close, all 3 of them. No other way to describe it besides incredible. It's 2-1 right now in favor of Danny Defeato. We're heading into Hollywood next. Ocean, give me the rundown, baby. What are we seeing?
I think we're going to see some goats. I also think on point B we might see some more sniper-based compositions. Of course, we're not going to see goats out of Danny Defeato because they just don't know what goats is, apparently. But Hollywood is one of those unique maps where it's more like tankier-based on the first point, then it's more DPS-based on the second, and then we're back to tanks on the third point. It's a very unique map where it's not like Watchpoint Gibraltar where it's all dive. It's not where Kings Row where it's all tanks. It's a little bit unique where you get a mix of everything. Everything could really pop up, and that's why I really like this map, Hollywood. Of course, Defeato up 2-1. Winner will take on C4 Overwatch in the semi-finals of NI Tier 3.
Indeed. Whoa! Alright, we're jumping in the map right now. Here we go. Just gotta get something refreshed here real quick.
Wow, Zarya Ryan out of the side of Danny Defeato. I'm so surprised. Good on the other side though, so I'm excited for that.
Indeed, indeed. See if we can get this overlay to actually show up. That would be quite nice to not embarrass us in front of our whopping 70 viewers. It'd be nice if we could actually get this to show up like it's supposed to work, but you know, I won't complain. Except I will. I am complaining. For now, we're just gonna have to roll with it. Get it figured out.
That's all you do. That's all you do. Complain.
That's all I do. No, all I do is have technical difficulties, but we'll get it figured out here in a second. It'd be nice if it could just, you know, load up for me. But if not, that's whatever. For those confused, we got Danny Defeato. They're gonna be on the left side, and Darkness gonna be on the right side. Venom Andrew just lobbing in some shots.
Big hack.
There. Oh, it's a huge hack coming through. Schmidt on the Somber right now. Gonna work out. Gonna hack Breach in the back. This is indeed unfortunate.
Game goes down early though.
Boom! There we go, baby. We are back in business, and as soon as that happens, Andrew's gonna get taken down. Gif rezzed up though on that Reinhardt, still sitting there, hacked onto the main tank too. Eli now gonna be forced to back up, but Gif yet again taken down. That is unfortunate there to lose your main tank as well as your main damage dealer. Yeah, Schmidt's just gonna have to force himself out of there with the translocator. Might still get focused down. Yep, hunting for blood. Schmidt trying so hard. Venom Andrew trying to protect him. Nice ruthless play from Genesis Xeno as they will push on to cap point A here.
Yeah, but the surprising thing is, usually when you win the first fight, you take a little bit of an ultimate advantage. There's not really one present here, so Schmid is always up to that AMP, and that's basically 6 ultimates in one. Because you actually block the other team from using ultimates when they are hacked. AMP hacks things. Wow, I know. Big brain gamer.
Ocean, how do you come up with these strategies, bro? But either way, it's not on you, it's on these team strategies. Reinhardt's super low. Venom Andrew gonna actually get that final blow. He's got his barrage over the top, and he sees Slump. It's actually going to get traded out by the Zarya counterpart, Major Nova. Now this bomb might actually be pretty big. Placed in a decent spot. Not going to actually get any frags, though. Kill feed in favor of Danny Defeato. Now nice hack onto Xeno. Almost follows up with nice support coming in from the Scout's composition from Darkness. They're running it pretty darn well in this match right now. And Venom Andrew a little too far there. Z-Panther makes him pay. Nice res coming through. The burn. Mercy and another EMP. Transcendence and Soundry, though they hide. Panther and Breach both throwing it out there. They're going to try to push through after that EMP comes down. Graviton coming out is eaten by Nova. That is huge. Actually, eaten by Xeno, rather. That was Nova's Graviton Surge, and no Barrage is going to be able to follow up with that. Only finds Eli. The rest of them are standing strong. Darkness eSports going to confuse me there, but they're going to push through. 4:05 left on the clock for them. It's kind of capture point B here.
Yeah, very, very impressive defensive play on the offense coming from the side of Darkness eSports. They hide well away from the EMP and get both support ultimates off, and then the Graviton Surge is eaten by Genesis Xeno. Very, very impressive. I like the play coming up from Darkness.
And so Panther just sitting. Oh, they find Schmidt. That's a big early pick. Another number advantage going into this fight for Darkness, and they see Andrew sitting over the top. Nice Discord throw. Can Panther take it out? They get the focus on it too. Discord Orb, the extra damage is just enough. Sound Barrier forced out by Cyclops. Gift just goes for it. Team's got to protect him. He's caught in that room, gets pinned back out. These Ryan's trading back and forth. Nice shatter coming down. Finds Burn in the back. The Diva and Ryan going to be all over that one. Eli having himself a day right there, finding some nice frags. Breach in the back on that Lucio. Got to give the support some love. He's going to do just that. Got 3 minutes on the clock, and just a light contest coming out from Danny Defeato. Really not looking great for them so far in Hollywood.
Yeah, and ultimate still looking fresh and clean, looking very plentiful to the side of Darkness. I think they could actually steamroll for this one and get a really nice time bind.
Oh, there's a Graviton Surge. That is not ideal. Oh, here it is, Ocean. The Diva Bomb is paired with it. Self-destruct, taking out Nova. Gif stunned on the ground. Both tanks out of the equation now. And I think we might see some aggressiveness from Darkness, but never mind. Eli is just going to hold this kind of forward position, but not push up for these last couple kills. Respawn advantage for Defeato, so they're going to play it a little more passive. Next fight coming up here real shortly.
All eyes on Xeno again to see if he can eat that Graviton Surge that Nova has again. Double projectile coming out again from Danny Defeato. Look at it, she's ult charge already on the floor. That's very impressive.
Slam comes down. Gift tries to do it as the Rhyme was moved up. Doesn't work. And now Gift focused in the back. Stunned through. Sound barrier invested. They have the rally. So much health for this Darkness squad. And they're going to try to make it work. Try to use that to their advantage. They stun out Cyclops. They get a slam too. Both supports found. Major Nova left to dry. Barrage going out by Schmid. Very interesting investment. Finds 7 Maples before the Transcendence comes out. Gift going to have to pin right on. Finds Xeno, but not enough damage to do it. And he get taken out by that D.Va that he just pinned, and it's gonna go through. Darkness eSports, are you kidding me? Just mop their way through. 317 in that time bank for them with a beautiful offense.
Very well from Darkness eSports to take it. Once they kind of settled in on that first point, they never looked like stopping the defensive play on the offense. I have to iterate that again. They managed to have both supports hide away from the EMP from Shmi. EMP, as I've said always, is the best ultimate in Overwatch, and you managed to just completely nullify it. But with both support players managing to hide, and then the Graviton Surge, the second best ultimate in my opinion, is eaten up by Genesis Xeno on the D.Va. Very, very impressive. And they were just able to roll from there because they weren't able to build any more ultimates because when you use EMP, you kind of win the fight and then you gain ultimate percentage from that. When you use Graviton Surge, you gain ultimate percentage from that because you're kind of killing and you're doing damage. You gain the ultimate percentage back, and they never really looked like they were able to stabilize Danny Defeato after that.
Yeah, and so defensively here, we're seeing some goats, baby. They ran it perfectly on the offense, and why not run it on the defense? Darkness eSports gonna run, I believe, the same comp, same guys on their same roles. Big one to point out is Z Panther on that Zenyatta, popping off so often for this squad. Also Xeno, what a nice eat earlier in the map to take out Nova's Graviton Surge. Eli on the main tank, Slump by the way on the off tank, Genesis on the Lucio, and Maples on the Brigida. It's gonna be an interesting hold, seeing where they hold. I guess they're gonna hold up front. I just said hold 4 times in a row. Look at that. But that's what they're going to have to do. Darkness eSports, if they want to get this 2-2 tie, they're going to have to get a nice hold here. Or at least stop the payload from going all the way. But a huge time bank is going to help them out just a little bit. Here we go. Fight breaking out. Let's do this thing. We're going to give the little damage buff over to Schmid over the top. He's just going to spam some rockets over. And he takes out Breach. Are you kidding me? No mercy to res that up either. That was an insane shot by Schmid to get that. A huge stagger on the Lucio. Now Slump sitting on the side. Uses that barrier early. Now Slump with no protection for themselves. Darkness not out of this though. They drop the Lucio, but Danny Defeato doesn't punish it. They just kind of sit there. They wait a little bit, looking for another frag, and they don't find it. So now Lucio back in the fight. Still a 6v6. The only difference now is the ultimate. Almost a barrage coming up for Schmid, but here we go into this fight. Gift trading some hammer swings with Eli. The main tank duel been so good so far this game. It's been Crazy Joe for the first 3 maps, but now Gift coming in as the newcomer into this map. Really doing a decent job so far.
Yeah, very interesting that they let Lucio come back there and then engaged.
Well, it's quite an interesting decision. Now it might come back to bite him, but look at that barrage by Schmid in the back. Transcendence met though. Panther with a nice reaction time, so he can get some huge healing. Doesn't help Slump, but does help the rest of the team. And a nice slam coming down. Nova throws out the grab, but the dragons come through. Schmid spams in. Shatter comes down as well. Holy cow, Danny just throw everything they have. And yeah, they're going to probably get it with that. I don't think Z Panther can find the 5k. He's pretty good, but not quite that good. Rocket to the face from Schmid will end it there. An additional time will be granted to Danny Defeato as now they take on this next checkpoint of payload. Yeah,
back to the traditional, sorry, not even back to the traditional, sorry, right, but what I'm saying is that they invested so much into that last fight. If you use the Earth Shatter pretty much when there's no one left. Very interesting to see as the Gigante Bomb combination is not available on the other side. No ultimate's really available for Defeato to counteract that.
There we are going to see the grab get thrown there. Nothing actually to follow it up yet. It's probably not even necessary as they take out Andrew and Gift. Now they pin over to the cart. Eli leading the charge, has the speed from his team. Schmid going down. And yeah, the rest of the Defeato are just going to back up there. Maybe besides Nova getting a little dicey over there on the side. Yeah, he will bail out for now. 4:10 on the clock. Defeato back to the drawing board.
And they managed to use one ultimate to take that fight. That's very good ultimate economy and discipline coming out from Darkness eSports.
Wow, Andrew just bombs it. Are you kidding me? How does that find Reach? It finds Slump too. The Dragons just right through the mid, catch a couple of them. Did I miss a boop or something, or did they just walk into it? That is unlucky, but they clutch out. How did they clutch? I don't understand how this fight is working out right here. There's a self-destruct over the top. It's not going to find anything. And Schmid actually finds Zeno as he lobs that up. Schmid in the back with the barrage is right in front of Eli. Give actually gets the final blow with the hammer. Maple's the last one sitting on the cart trying to do what they can with the flail. Eating up a lot of damage actually. Tanky Brigitte player. But finally will get taken out and Payload will start to move now. Gif with that Earth Shatter in hand ready for the next fight.
Yeah, a lot of ultimates bets for both teams on the side. We're kind of level on ultimate economy again. 7 Maples trying to save her team there, I believe, with that miss to the face or miss to the space in other cases.
I think it'll just be which Reinhardt has the bigger brain or the bigger slam, you know. Maybe the better team to back him up. But they both have the shatters to work with here, so let's see who can come down with it. Oh, that's Gif with an early big one. Sound barrier to back him up. Sound barrier from the other side is used as well, but Venom Andrew on the Hanzo finds 2 already, working his way towards another Dragon Strike. Eli with a nice pin, showing some Rhine dominance, but sadly the 1v1 isn't going to change the tide of the whole fight. Genesis finally brought down by Schmid on that Vera, and Danny Defeato somehow bouncing back after a subpar round 1. They take the offense into their own hands, and now they got a 4-minute time bank going on to point C.
Yeah, Graviton Surge and Dragon Strike and even Barrage as well. And good opportunity for some unique combinations for Danny Defeato on the offense. The club, by the way, goes to Hanzo instead of the Zarya here. So they're running like a goats variation here now. Not really goats anymore, just kind of a triple support.
Genesis,
on the side of Darkness.
Yeah, Genesis, had a snack earlier in the round eating Nova's Grav. Let's see if he's hungry yet again. 61% to his self-destruct, but his focus is on his defense matrix cooldown, trying to eat the Grav over the side. Actually uses pretty much all of it. Nova now in a nice spot to grab. Doesn't go for it, and the Valkyrie has to come out. Nova gets dropped. That's their main ultimate. That was their whole plan. It does get rezzed up, but as that happens, Gif has no healing. Slam comes down by Eli, noticing the weak spot in the hold here from Danny Defeato, and they just walk forward with it. Andrew finding some nice frags, but still no main tank. Darkness Esports takes control of the payload for now.
I want to actually draw attention to the timeline. Look at Danny Defeato's timeline. They have 3 minutes 4 seconds left of the clock, and by the time that they were attacking, Darkness Esports had already finished the map. 3 minutes 18 they finished with left on their time bank. So already a negative situation for them.
Oh, Schmid. He calculated so many math problems in his head right there just to get that. And he dodges the self-destruct. Oh my goodness.
Big for Venom
The combo with the Grav, the combo with the Dragon Strike comes through. Venom Andrew finding 3. After that, Zen was dropped early, who had that Transcendence, keep in mind. Schmid had a nice little early shot, early frag, and now just throws a barrage right in front. Very risky plays. They still have the Transcendence up there. Gif finds Slump, but that was not an ideal Pharah play. Fight breaking out on the mid of the cart now. And yeah, Defeato without those ultimates aren't going to be able to do much with a rally in their face. Just as Zeno going to find Burr. And I think Payload will stop just so close to that checkpoint. Nice contestation. Z Panther really showing some nice Zen IQ to use that Transcendence to get there. 2 minutes they are going to stop. And I assume Slump is switching off of the Hanzo.
Probably to the Zarya. But huge play coming from Eli there. He actually pins Hypernova, sorry, not Hypernova. That is, of course, Major X Nova on the other side. Making sure that Zarya gets pinned and then killing him afterwards. Making sure that Zarya does not have the high charge to kind of microwave the rest of his team. Very well played. Good pin coming up from Eli.
Yeah, and Eli now, chance to clutch up yet again. Has that Earth Shatter in his arsenal. Sound barrier being popped. He's going to wait for them to push through and then crush their dreams with a slam. And he does. There's a Valkyrie by Burr, but a hammer in your face. Already Mova going to get taken down, but Schmid, he has a different plan. He finds Z Panther and 7 Maples, forces the Sound barrier to come out now. Venom Andrew has that Dragon Strike to work with, and Nova working his way to Grav. Defeato in a great spot to win this with some time left over as well. Keep in mind, they are going to need a little more than a minute, or more than 0 seconds, but the bomb! No! Zeno! Coming in with the 3K, takes out both supports, and Nova pushes up onto Andrew too. 10-player kill streak. I just broke everyone's eardrums there, as Zeno just presses Y, and they fall to the floor. A minute left. Defeato looking in a scary situation.
Transcendence still on live for that Graviton Surge Dragon Strike combination. I think it looks good, really healthy for the Darkness Esports team right now. And even if Defeato do get it, it looks like it might be their time. So I think
they gotta kill Panther.
It's possible Defeato to win this map.
They gotta kill Panther. Graviton going out by Slumped. Nobody's really able to push up and do damage. It's more just a stalling ult. Which is understandable. Graf coming in from the other side, immediately countered by the Transcendence. Dragon Strike coming through, but the Transcendence healing is just too much. Slam coming down from Gif though.
Andrew dying!
Andrew down. That's a big damage dealer. Big chunk of damage drop for Danny Defeato. Not ideal for their last fight, but they have a sound barrier now. They're building their way to their barrage, and they get the res. Okay. Winnable here for Danny Defeato, but Gift goes down. Not ideal. The slam is even bigger. Oh my goodness. Schmid over the top gets taken out. Panther's positioning is just so dang good as he figures out these last final frags. Tripping over my words as Panther just continues to pop off in this map. 2-2 now is the scoreline for Darkness eSports, the Taken. Taking over Hollywood.
Yeah, will the reverse sweep be completed? Our next map is Ilios. Danny Defeato were 2-0 up in this series, and Darkness eSports have managed to bring it back to 2-2. The substitutions at halftime really working out for them. Of course, Xeno coming in. He's got 2 big bombs in a row. That is massively placed. Beautiful play from him.
Xeno's just been popping off, Ocean. It's been insane. We might see more of him popping off after
what else
this
is going to be insane?
Map 5? Maybe map 6?
I was going to use that. Damn, you can't have map 6 anymore because Ilios can't be tied.
They'll find a way. These teams are so evenly matched. I'm excited to see where the rest of this goes. Don't go away. Get some water. Get some popcorn. Enjoy the rest of this music as we jump to our final break. Map 5. Here we go, gamers. In case you're just tuning in, thank you all for tuning in. This is super intense. My name is Basic. I'm joined here by Ocean, CGL Diamond, Xbox One quarterfinal, Danny Defeato, taking on Darkness Esports the Taken 2-2, heading to our control point, Ilios, for our tiebreaker. This is it. Who moves on to the semis and who is eliminated? This is what we play Overwatch for. This
is
it's epic.
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness, I'm just like jumping out of my seat right now, just ready to kick this one underway as soon as we're ready to go. I can't even wait, dude. I want to hear everybody in the chat. Who are you rooting for? Spam the Doritos for Defeato, and spam the what is that, tree? Yeah, spam the trees for Demented Esports, or the DE.
DE. It's not Demented, it's Darkness.
Darkness. My apologies, Darkness. Yeah. My bad. That is a throwback. Here. That is a throwback right there. I apologize. That was a team a long time ago. That's not what we're here for. We're here for Danny Defeato taking on Darkness and Ocean. Yeah, you can carry on with that one, Chief.
Yeah, just a reminder, Danny Defeato were 2-0 up in this series. Darkness Esports managed to bring it back to 2-2. And over here on our final map, Ilios, whoever loses goes, whoever wins goes through to the semifinals to play C4 Overwatch. It's super hype. We're super excited. We're kicking things off with Ilios Lighthouse.
This is epic.
See the compositions. This epic gamer moments.
I would love my stuff.
Brought to you by water.
It's quite unfortunate that is not coming through right now.
Anyways, you have goats, or no, I'm sorry, McCree goats, coming out from the side of Darkness Esports, and on the other side, of course, Danny Defeato running that Ryan Zarya with the double projectile. Are we even surprised at this point? Let's get kicked off here on Ilios Lighthouse. What if Genesis Cena is going to get another big Diva self-destruct? Let's get into it.
Here we go, gamers. Let me correct the score real quick, because it is 2-2. This is our map 5, baby. So excited. 2-2 is our scoreline. We're almost Schmeat. He's just spamming over some rockets, going for a boop. Oh, he finds Panther. Maybe not. Oh, that was so close. Venom Andrew follows him up. That's teamwork right there. Is the DPS duo just doing so much damage. That's what Danny Defeato specializes at. This double projectile composition. They're just so dang good at it. They get that early pick onto Slump. They hit scan counter, so that's just going to give Schmeat a wide open place to just start fragging, just spamming in these shots. But right now, early point control for Darkness. I cannot believe this. They res up Cyclops Destroy, though. So still a man advantage for Defeato. And Crazy Joe just pins in. Oh, that was risky. But Barrage already for Schmeat. He just goes out with it, finds 2. Oh my goodness, that was so fast to build up. Major Nova, 70% to that Graviton Surge, is going to melt through Slump sitting in the point. Harmony Orb, not enough healing to keep him up. Panther also getting dropped. Maple's building up that rally, but point is going to flip over to Danny Defeato.
Yeah, look at Nova's Graviton Surge charge already. He's at 90%. He's also got a free K in the middle of that fight. Really an unnecessary hero from that last fight. A vocal hero. Also, I want to point out the crucial one I want to point out next fight is that 7 Maples has that rally. I'm probably going to use that for a quick engage, giving us a little bit more armor before the engagement.
Transcendence too. That's going to He's probably going to go for it right here. Maybe not. He actually waits for the Graviton Surge to come out. Now he directly counters the Dragon Strike, and it gets eaten. It doesn't even have to get countered. Zeno, how many times? How does he still have room in his stomach after eating all of these Graviton Surges?
Oh, okay. I just screwed up.
And we are going to get a pause to come through. As Venom Andrew's out of the game, so we will get a little bit of a pause, a little bit of a break in the action real quick. Throw it back over here for now. Yahoo, Yahoo. There we go. Just waiting on this player to come back after that disconnect, but like we were mentioning, Danny Defeato starting this off in early control. Very well done by them. Darkness Esports, though, they have the ultimates to take it back. They clutch on that eat there. D-Matrix on the Graviton Surge. And Panther gets the nice Transcendence in there to counter that. So we're going to see, Ocean, can you give us a little status update on what we got going on here?
I'm waiting on a report from there.
Understood. I wonder if they can you guys hear that ticking? That'd quite annoy.
Yeah,
okay, we got Injured back in the game. Yeah, that just little ticking on the contestant on the point. I think the volume's low enough to where they can't hear that, which is good. Venom Andrew's back in the game, so we will bring the action right back over. Yeah, the pause coming out.
Yeah, I'm pausing now.
throwing it back over here. Again, this is our map 5. In case you're just tuning in, you came at a perfect time. Crazy Joe finds a nice frag onto Maples and a boop over the edge actually on the D.Va. Flies back up. Has to throw out this self-destruct though. Rocket Barrage coming in from Smeet. Second one of this map already. That's a Deadeye on the back from Slump. Doesn't find anything because of the shield. Oh, I thought Schmeet was going to actually take a trip over the edge there. Does regain stability. Now Nova working their way to another Graviton Surge as he hunts down these last couple kills as they're backing up Darkness Esports yet again.
Yeah, Nova already up to that Graviton Surge. Eli with the Earthshot. Those are two pivotal ultimates we're going to look at next fight.
There you go, 70% in counting for Defeato. They're looking fantastic, but what we've seen from Darkness, they switch momentum really well, and they just run with it. If they can get a big slam here from Eli, this could really turn the tide for them in this whole series, really. So Eli, all eyes looking to him to get this big slam, kind of outplay Crazy Joe in the mind games. This Ryan duel really proving pivotal for this match right here.
Yeah, Panther already up to that Transcendence as well. He's probably have to use that to save a lot of his numbers. They're quite low right now.
Oh, Eli comes down. Joe's is a little bit bigger, but the Transcendence and Graviton Surge come through. Ults being thrown throughout this fight. Frags traded back and forth as Eli with a nice pin onto Nova, but Venom Andrew's still alive. Keep in mind, this guy's still able to pop off. Throws a Dragon Strike in the middle point. It does not get eaten this time around, and he actually takes out Eli. Sees the D.Va over on the side, but I don't think he can 1v6 this, or 1v3 rather. Just going to take himself off the edge there. 99% is where it's going to stop. That's going to be Defeated. They got to win one more fight to take round 1 here.
They have the barrage to do so as well. However, the rest of their ultimates were invested into that last fight. Maybe getting a little bit greedy, seeing the victory in sight. Sound Barrier adds self-destruct online for the opposite number on Darkness Esports.
And again, it's not the end of the world. If you're Darkness and you lose this, you're still down 1-0, but you can still come back. And they've been coming back this whole time. I mean, they took a 2-0 dip in the start of the series. They're playing for the reverse sweep at this point. Wouldn't that be quite a story? But Danny Defeato looking to keep their #1 spot, you know, keep their dominance going. They throw out the Graviton Surge. There comes the self-destruct and a rally. So much investment coming through. It's going to pay off as Panther doing what Panther does. 3K for him.
Oh, Panther, that's 3.
Looks for the fair as well to make it a little more flashy. Doesn't find it. D.Va goes after it. That's nice. 50% halfway there for Darkness now. They might be able to take this one.
That's probably what they need to win the side. They need a huge Earthshatter. Panther's already up to that Transcendence almost. Schmee and Venom Andrew close to their ultimate. Already have their ultimates as well.
Yeah, they're going to have to beat Panther to it. And the dragons get eaten! Xeno! Stop! This is crazy! He's eating everything! He's eating absolutely everything! Maybe not that barrage and a fine slump, but Panther's there for the Transcendence after finding Joe, but the rest comes in on Schmeet. They're not giving up here. Bird might throw out the Valkyrie to try to win this fight. Yeah, he does just that. Here they go. Cyclops has the sound barrier to pop down, and he gets a boop! Oh my goodness, Ryan not quite going off the edge somehow. Does get found by Venom Andrew though. These are the frags that Danny Defeato were looking for. No Jedi mind tricks here as Panther actually clutches out, taking Schmeet down on the side. Still looking to make it work on the point. Nice shatter coming down. Not going to be able to save 7 Maples there. Graviton going to take that Zenyatta down there too. 99% overtime proc. Slumped is stalling, and yeah, we got Eli now on the Hammond on the Wrecking Ball. Sad face on that pulse bomb there. Doomfist to contest. This is just desperation time for Darkness Esports. They're switching for the fastest heroes in the game. 7 Maples running, jogging, trying to make it. Gonna get shot down by Venom Andrew on the McCree. Overtime winding down. Danny Defeato come back after that. They will take that first one 1-0. One more round to move them on in the playoffs.
Score 1-0.
Yeah, Danny Defeato ready. One more round to take the series and book their ticket in the semi-finals against C4 Overwatch. I think it's gonna go over to that too. I think they're just gonna run a traditional sort of bunker composition, and I think
Venom Andrew just barely misses the basket there. How unfortunate. Really was ready to just flip out. Yep. That could have been it. Just playing.
Still gonna run Zarya Ryan on this map. It's not,
I can't. It's the
traditional.
Defeato special. This is what they do. I mean, Andrew sometimes will switch over to Hanzo instead of the McCree. I think he's just there in attempts to counter maybe a mirror Pharah. But it's just what Danny Defeato does. This is their composition. They run it pretty well. They're going up against Darkness Esports here, running a pretty similar sort of thing. They got an Ana in it now. Slump on the McCree actually gets caught. What a precision shot from Venom Andrew. That is a huge early frag. There's a little bunker composition without the Baptiste sitting on the side of the point. This is popular that we see on Ilios all the time, especially on this well portion. Nice little boop coming through. Schmidt finds 2 with that rocket. Oh, Schmidt 50% already to that barrage. Instead of shooting the Orisa, leaves it to his team and just moves on to the next target. Slump. Nice little 3-tap, though. Still just pushing through. Gets met by a res, and the rest of Defeato. They hunt him down. Cyclops destroy. Proving that support still can frag. Getting that melee in on the Lucio. 8% now. Progress moving in favor of Danny Defeato here.
Switch over to the Genji. The Slump, by the way, on the Tracer. So they're switching to a more traditional like dive composition. Realize on the Winston now as well. Probably just gonna look and try and get Venom Andrew.
Yeah, you gotta love this Genji gameplay. And Venom Andrew actually goes out with the Deadeye, almost finds some frags, almost gets killed himself. But it paves the road for Nova to just walk forward as that Zarya and start going. Schmidt has a barrage and just no hesitation. Nice sleep by Panther, but already Breach was found. Man, really great support play coming out from Panther, but sadly, full charge Zarya in your face. Not much you can do there. 45%. Danny Defeato, they got a graft as well. Looking great for this #1 seeded squad. So Genesis
has that self-destruct. Let's see if we can get another big one.
Exactly, that's what I was just about to point out. Could find that pharmacy, could find anything. Oh, but Venom Andrew finds something. Finds Z Panther. That's a big frag for Defeato. They can't push in with that without that healer just yet. So Xeno's just gonna kind of back up. Panther actually gonna switch over to the Mercy to help Maples a little bit better on the Genji. Play this more traditional dive comp for the most part. But yeah, all eyes on this self-destruct and maybe a possible E coming out from Xeno. Done it so much so far. Doesn't eat the stun though. Already greeted with a lot of damage. Just lobs it right over the top. Here we go. It does find Nova. That's a big early frag. They have a sound barrier. Genesis Breach gonna throw it out and start pushing up, but nice little sneaky res. Bird's been doing this all game as the Mercy. So many clutch reses. Brings Nova back into the fray. Crazy Joe with a nice shatter. This could be it. 97%. One touch by Slump. Res coming through. Doesn't find anything. The Tracer is the last one there. Getting 6 members from Defeato in their face. Finally taken down. Comes some tactical crouching in the doorway. Danny Defeato. 3-2 victory. Came down to the wire there. They get it done. Moving on to the semifinals. Well done by them.
Play of the game.
Fantastic. Here's Burr finally gets the recognition with the Mercy of the plays. It's the Burr. It was a brilliant play. Have to use that pot again because it is just so good. Look at this damage boost. Absolutely skilled gamer. Big brain. Also, what a series we just had. 3-2 in the favor of Danny Defeato, stopping the reverse sweep right in its tracks. And they will take the win here and face C4 in the semifinals. NA Tier 3. And also, tomorrow, 2 NA Tier 3 games going down tomorrow. Space will take on the Throne. And then the other game, which we will be on actually, is Excalibur taking on Trey Hearts to decipher the other semi-final that we'll see in NA Tier 3. You don't want to miss either of those games. It's going to be a great time tomorrow. Of course, we have lots of action here at the CGL Console Gaming League Multi-Tier Tournament. But it's time to ask the question, the MVP question.
MVP question, bro. I gotta give it to either Schmidt or maybe even Burr. To be straight with you. Reasoning behind that, I think Schmidt's pretty obvious, right? Popped off. So many nice barrages.
He popped off.
So many
We
early
pop off!
We pop off, dude. Schmidt did just that. And then Burr on the Mercy. So many sneaky res as well. I kind of want to talk to both of them. I think we're going to do an interview with Defeato. I'd love to pull that off if Ocean, you're down to do that. If Twitch chat wants to do that as well. We got 87 viewers.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us right now. This is super excited. You don't want to go away. We're going to throw it to a brief intermission so we can get the Danny Defeato guys in here, get a nice little interview for you to kind of close this thing out. But yeah, that was it. Danny Defeato beating Darkness the Taken, but don't go anywhere. Got an interview coming right your way. What is up, gamers? We are back after that insane 5-map thriller. In case you're just tuning in, sadly you missed it. But Danny Defeato taking the dub over Darkness eSports to take in 3-2 5-map thriller. I'm exhausted, but you know he's probably hyped up as Burr got their Mercy, their team captain here. Say a quick hello, Burr.
Hello, everyone. How's it going? We're also exhausted.
I can totally understand that. Ocean, yeah, you can kick it off with some of the questions for him. It's winning squad.
So I have a question. Before the last map, once they took their second map and it was 2-2, what was the mindset going into the last map? Was it just a sort of believer mentality that you were gonna take in?
Well, pretty much came down to I'm the captain. I'm gonna be the raw guy, and I just said this next 15 minutes is our season. We either go home or we advance. So we just had to decide what we want to do in these next two maps. We knew before by playing on Oasis that they really didn't play GOATs, they were forced off of it. So we knew they were going to probably try and come out with a 2-2 comp. And I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect, but there's not going to be many people that can rival us at 2-2-2 as soon as they swapped off GOATs, and Ilios just proved that point.
Another question quickly I have is I want to hear about the reaction to actually finally winning this series as well. I mean, I heard about the moment going into the series at the last map. What about after the last map?
Well, I mean, I'm just quoting here, but I believe Darkness said after their first round playoff that they're going to beat us 3-1. So we had a bit of a chip on our shoulder. Clearly they didn't beat us 3-1, but honestly, hats off to those guys. They did play very well. Their GOATs is a very strong comp. Without rambling too much, I believe they had some comps in mind they wanted to run starting in Gibraltar, so did we. And I think as the series went on, we both kind of went back into our niche comps, which were kind of a Ryan Zarya 2-2 comp, they're a GOATs comp, and you can just kind of see how to play familiarity. No matter how much you scrim and practice their comps, everyone's kind of comfortable, and there's certain roles and whatnot. So.
Yes, indeed. Also, final question, really. Well, final question from me, anyway. Did you play C4 in the next round?
I believe we do.
How confident are you going into that? Yeah. How confident are you going into that?
We were 8-1 this season. We have one loss, and I'm sure you could probably guess who that was from. We had a chip on our shoulder this game. We have a chip on our shoulder for this next round. They beat us week 1. And that has been our only blemish all season. So, yeah, we're kind of licking our chops right now. We are excited. This is the team we want.
I mean, it'd be too easy if you played Space anyway. So, you may as well play C4 in the semifinals. Get a hard game.
Well, exactly. In our division, how it's split up there with the Tier 3, us, Space, and C4 were all Division 2. And we all play each other. C4 beat us, we beat Space, Space beat C4. So, Space plays tomorrow, but to see the three of us in the semifinals wouldn't surprise me, wouldn't surprise anyone, but we definitely want that revenge on C4.
Good answers. Basic, do you have any questions?
Yeah, that's good to hear. Love that you guys are kind of carrying that winning mentality. Really good to hear. Burr, specifically on your play, actually, on the Mercy. People were spamming in the chat, Bursy, a little bit. Dude, you were getting the sneakiest reses. Just walk me through it. Do you call for your team, or do you just say screw it and go for it?
No, it's a total team effort, and I have just different philosophies on how I think the game should be played. We play Lucio Mercy. Survivability is just such a huge thing in Overwatch. Why not take the most mobile, survivable supports? And if you look, me and Cyclops are probably always staying alive more so than anyone else. I think that plays such a huge role into it. But when someone goes down, Nova is giving the countdown on his bubble. We're trying to get a shield in there, whatever we can do to res it. And then depending on how my Valkyrie is, as soon as if I got Valkyrie, it's almost, I don't say free res, but it helps so much because I can go from above instead of by the side, get an easy res off. But it's like, hey, someone's down, and resources go into that because it just goes back up to a 6v6. At that point, then we almost have the edge because now we have a full person coming back up. That's topped up at full health. So it just goes right to our favor.
Insane plays, dude. It really worked. You guys run that Danny Defeato special is what I like to call it really well. The double projectile, Ryan Zarya, Mercy, Lucio. Probably ran that, approximately 60% of the time. I don't know exactly how the math checks out, but it's definitely your composition. Is that your plan moving forward? Obviously, I don't want to reveal too much, but is that still kind of what you feel is your strong suit, your good backbone?
Yeah, that's our bread and butter. I won't deny that. I mean, you can look at all the past VODs. It's Ryan Zari, it's Farah, Genji, Hanzo, Junkrat, and that those four kind of things. So yeah, majority it's that. We definitely have practiced other comps, and we be prepared to throw in a few wrinkles here and there. But I mean, other than C4 and without making excuses, we didn't have our DPS players for C4. We didn't lose a game after that, and we rely on those DPS players. Just that's all you have to do. There's too good. Schmeat and Venom Andrew, and we had Bacon on the bench. Like the three of them are just so good. They're the top 3 DPS in the league, and they just all have to do is hold right trigger, and they'll take care of the rest.
Oh, you guys rely on each other pretty well. It's really good to see that. Really good to hear that as well. Ocean, do you have any final comments or questions or anything for Burr? Anything come up?
Actually, Burr, do you have anything you want to quickly promote
Good
before we end off?
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna honestly give my hats off to Darkness again. They were incredible, especially bouncing back after being down 2-0. Like, that's insane. Congrats on their part. And then just C4. Just get ready, guys. We've been waiting for C4. That's all I can say. We're just waiting.
Well, they're also waiting for you, by the way, because they kind of had to wait because you guys played the game afterwards. So.
Oh, I know. I've already gotten messages from Godspeed.
Love it, love it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for the cast. It sounds like you guys popped off
Yeah, of course,
casting,
yes.
and we love when the great dynamic duo casts our game. You guys are amazing.
I mean, we just had some fun through it.
Thank you very much.
You allowed us to do it. The 5-map thriller. It was intense, man. Hats off to you and your squad and Darkness as well for putting on a phenomenal show for everybody. We peaked a ton of viewers, so many gifted subs as well. It was just a phenomenal stream altogether. Great Overwatch to round it off. So really hats off to everybody. Thank you for your time, Burr. We really appreciate you coming in for the interview. You can go celebrate with your team, man.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot, guys.
Woo! Alright. Woo! So real quick, before we close out the stream, that was our interview with Burn. Now we're just closing it up here, closing up shop. We will do a raid on CGL2. If I can manage to figure out the command here.
Learn how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how to do it, so we'll figure it out. For those of you watching, go check out CGL2 right now. It's actually, the channel is Console Gaming League 2, no spaces. I believe Rin and Ryder on it.
CGL2 tanking or something?
I'm not sure. Either way, I'm not sure, but just go there because there's another game being streamed right now, and it's probably a really intense one. I believe it's Tier 5, Phantom B Nightly Trail, if I'm not mistaken. That should be a really good one.
Yeah, definitely. We casted Phantom a couple times ourselves.
Yeah, it was very interesting stuff, but yeah, that's really gonna close it out from us. Ocean, you can do your little promotion thing real quick. Ooh, rhyming.
Yeah. If you want to follow any accounts on Twitter, OceanCastOW is the one you want to follow, obviously, because there's going to be a Diva cosplay coming up soon, because we peaked past 85 views. Thank you so much, guys. But now I have to spend money, and that's it. Sad. But thank you very much for that. Also, OceanCastOW on Twitch as well, and basically, promotion you want to do.
Woo! Yeah. Okay. Once I can get this thing going. Woo! Woo! Oh, we did get some bits right here at the end, actually, from Airborne 100.
Whoa!
GG, Danny Defeato. Thank you very much. Airborne. Well appreciated, my friend. But yeah, for me, obviously, shout out to CGL to make these overlays, to put together the production. Just allow me to click a couple buttons. I still somehow managed to screw that up. But regardless, I think it went somewhat smoothly. Yeah, everybody at CGL, the whole community, these teams, this tier, this organization, just everything is so awesome. We've built a phenomenal community. I'm glad to be a part of it. Shout outs for me personally. In case you somehow liked me. Don't know how that is even possible. But if you did, my name is Basic, B-A-Y-S-K. You can follow me on Twitch, Basic PMA. You can follow me at Twitter, Basic PMA. And on YouTube, I go by Basic. And that's pretty much it from me. Make sure all are drinking water. And I'm going to go try to figure out a way to raid CGL2. If I don't figure it out, go search them up, go check them out. Because you definitely want to do it. That's all for me. Ocean, your closing remarks, your chief.
Yes, thank you so much, guys, for watching. We'll catch you for another cast. We're back live tomorrow. I believe we have a double header for you guys. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Woo!